I want to start off by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And I want to say shalom to the brothers and sisters that are in this truth. Shalom. All right, man, we're back with another lesson. And this one's going to be titled, The Heathen Want Peace Now. Okay? And the reason why I'm going into this is because there's been two separate occasions already with me and the brother out in the camp, right? And, Ishmael, and both of them were Ishmaelites, by face value and by, their background. They said they come from out there, so-called Middle East, all right? They inquire with us, asking us what we're doing out there. What does this all mean, We let them know, okay, that we're the true children of Israel, all right, and that we're teaching our people, okay, who they are, all right, that the kingdom is for them. We give them the rundown, all right. We bring our scriptures, letting them know that, the other nations got to pay for what they've done, all right, that they're going to go into hardcore bondage, right? And Ishmael knows, man. Ishmael knows, because even Ishmael knows who he is. We'll let him. Both of them, we told them, you from the children of Ishmael, and they agreed. Yeah, we know, right? We know. Okay, so they know what's going on, right? And the Spirit is convicting them, and both of them said the same thing. They both said, "Why can't we just get together and have peace? Why can't we all just get along?" Right? But you guys wasn't saying that when we were getting our asses whipped, when you guys were making money from us, and you still are. But the point is, you guys see that the tables are turning now, okay? That Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is raising up the true men of Israel, okay? Starting with the prophets, all right? You see what we're saying is true. You see men of power out there through the Holy Spirit, okay? And you know through the Spirit that when this happens, right, your empire is coming to a end, man. All right, starting with Esau, Edom, right? Okay, so at the end of the day, there's going to be no peace for the wicked, right? Especially with Esau, Edom, all right. After the 1,000 years of hardcore bondage, yes, you're going to have peace. You're going to have to learn the law, statutes, and commandments, okay? You're going to be paying tribute, all right? But you still got to go through that hardcore bondage, man, okay? You still got to go through that persecution that the Lord's going to bring, man, all right? When he brings that destruction, man, okay? You're going to be seeked and destroyed, okay? Understand that. You're going to go through horrors as we went through horrors, times 2. Right? So there is not going to be no peace. There ain't going to be no bygones be bygones, man. All right? So let's start off, right, with the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30. Then let's go to verse 16. And it reads, "Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured." Okay? You see, he said all. And when you go to the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and 1, it gives you a laundry list, okay, of the nations that got together, all right, to bring that destruction of Israel, man, right? That great fall, right? Identity, erasing our identity, okay, taking our land, all right, ransacking it, all right, putting us into bondage, all right, being sold, scattered, all right, completely destroyed, right? So it says, "Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them." You see that? Every one of them shall go into captivity. All right? So we don't give a shit what vocab Malone, what, you damn phony Christians, okay, say. Okay? The Lord said he is not a man that he shall lie. Okay? The Lord said that he changed not. So you sons of Jacob don't be consumed, man. Roughly paraphrasing. All right? So at the end of the day, we don't care what you say. It's going to come to pass. All right? You're only deceiving yourself. And the scripture says, right, that the deceived and the deceivers are his. All right. So at the end of the day, the Lord don't want you to be a part of this. Here it is. You've been getting your ass kicked for 500 years, and all of a sudden, you want to share your inheritance, right, with people that done stole it from you, and the Lord give it back to you. You people are stupid. You know. Here it is. The Lord is giving you back what's yours, and you still want to give a portion away. All right. After they stole it, it's like somebody stealing $500,000 from me. Right. The police recover it. And I go back and I give the person that stole it half of it. Here you go. You got to be out your damn mind, right? So it says, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. All right. And it said all. Okay. All. And that means every single nation, because all of them came up against us. All right. And up to this day, they still against us. But they see that the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is shifting the wind. The tables are turning. All right. And through the spirit, they're scared. All right. They know it's their turn. All right. They know they're about to get their ass whooped. Okay. All of them, because they all had a part in this. All right. Matter of fact, let's prove that. Let's go to the first book of Maccabees. Right. And this is the reason why the Bible Destruction Group took the Apocrypha out. For one, it speaks on end time prophecy. It speaks on the Greeks' history. Okay, it brings a lot of information on the Gentiles, which were Israelites, that got Hellenized. All right, so they deceived you by taking these books out, and telling you that the Gentiles were the heathen, right, in the New Testament that Paul was sent to. Okay, and that's a lesson for another day, okay? But this is the reason why they hid these books, okay? It's like snipping the middle of the movie out, all right? Now you're lost in translation, okay? But let's go to 1 Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 10. And it reads, what nation has not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? You see, that's a question. Like, who can raise their hand and say, I did not, have my hand in the cookie jar. All right. The Lord's eyes they got you on 4K, man. All right. Okay. The Lord's eyes it says that Yahweh's eyes are brighter than 10,000 times brighter than the sun. All right. But you've been deceived. Okay. Thinking that, you was going to get away with it, that your idols were the true powers. All right. But now you're in fear, seeing, okay, that what we're saying is coming to pass. All right. And if these things are true, you're gonna get your ass whipped. Okay. You're sitting there contemplating. Everything they've been saying is coming. And they said we're gonna get our asses whipped and go into captivity. It must be true. Now all of a sudden you want peace. There's not gonna be no peace. Okay. The Lord is about a balance. All right. The Lord is a man of war, okay? And you touched the apple of his eye. You touched his children, man, okay? You done mistreated his children for so long, okay? And the day of vengeance is upon you, man, all right? The day of vengeance is upon you, heathen, man, okay? Because you all had a part in the kingdom spoil, man, okay? You done ransacked the Jerusalem, man. You scattered us. You put us in bondage, sold us, all right? Deleted us. So it's only right that you get the same treatment back, okay? So let's go to the book of Obadiah, right? Let's go to the book of Obadiah, okay, chapter 1, and let's start at verse 15. And it reads, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. You see that? Upon all. Why? Because not one, okay? Not one could raise their hand and say, I didn't have a part in this, right? It says, as thou hast done, okay? Slavery, deletion, okay? Stealing, okay? Hiding our identity, all right? Oppressing us, all right? So as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Remember, Scripture says that beware that the Lord is not mocked, for whatever a man soweth, that he shall also reap. Okay? That means you too, Ishmael. Okay? You too, you had a part in this. Right? And this is about all the heathen, especially Esau. Okay? Hey, that's no question, especially Esau. He's on the top of the list. All right? Moab's right after him. Okay? But hey, Ishmael, you're in there too. All right? So it says, for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. Okay? Because now, you people are sitting in that UN, all right? Sitting on the round table, right? As that elite mob that you are, okay? Making plans, man. Trying to build a new power structure, okay, which is going to come to naught. All right. And when you're in bondage, okay, all that shit is just going to be a past memory, man. All right. You're going to get taken out of rulership. You're going to get taken out of power. Okay. All these tariffs and all these rumors of wars and alliances is going to come to naught, man. All those plans are going to fail. Okay. Because Yahweh Shai is going to come in the midst of all that, that squabble, right, for position of power, all right? As it says, he's going to come with many crowns because that represents him taking down all you nations, okay? Point blank, period, all right? The tables are turning, and there's nothing you could do about it, and this was spoken from the beginning, okay? All right? Which brings me to, let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 7, which reads, and the Lord, thy power, will put all these curses, okay? See that? Everything we went through, including slavery, right? Upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee, all right? And going back to 1 Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 10, not one of you can say, I did not do it, all right? I did not do it because you all did it, all right? So all these curses are going to be put upon you. All of you are going into hardcore bondage. Okay? All of you are going to feel the wrath of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? There's not going to be nowhere to hide. There's no escape plan. Okay? The only thing is you're going to have to swallow that cup, man. All right? You're going to have to drink. You're going to have to drink. Okay? And on that day, you're going to be drunk with the wrath of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? All these curses are coming upon you. Now all of a sudden, can we just get together and have peace? All right? Motherfucker, what you want me to do? You want me to bring out the boombox and put on Michael Jackson, right? We Are the World? The fuck out of here. Okay? You people weren't worried 10 years ago when Esau was letting you in, right, to set up stores overpricing our people. Okay? Motherfucking bread you bought for $1, you charging my people $3.50. Okay? In the hood. Okay? A damn can of Chef Boyardee with some fucking pork in it. Right? You get it 2 for $1. You charging $2 a can. Right? You damn greedy bastards. Right? Setting up shop in the barrios, in the ghettos, where it's overpopulated by you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? Not once did you regard, right, the children of Gad in the reservations dying from the poison and the radiation that Esau is dumping in those rivers, okay? Drunk off hairspray because they can't afford real alcohol, right? Life expectancy at 40 years, okay, for our brothers out there destroyed. All of a sudden you want peace. We want payback, man. There ain't no damn peace, okay? Peace is going to come when the Lord says so, right? After you go through your grievous captivity, okay? After you go through the curses, right? After you see your children, right, being taken, right? After all that happens, then you're going to have peace. But you got to swallow the cup too, man. All right? You wasn't worried about nothing. You wasn't worried about us being in peace while you were doing good. Right? So, let's close it out with the book of Isaiah chapter 14. Let's start at verse 1. And it says, For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. You see, and that's going to come, right, when the elect is gathered from the four corners of the earth, okay, starting here in America, okay, and that hasn't happened yet. So them damn phony 48ers over there, all right, are going to be destroyed too. And the strangers, which is the foreigners, right, Israelite foreigners, shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them. Take who? The other nations, and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord. Right? When you possess something, you take it. Right? That's yours, man. You're taking that by force. This is my shit now. All right? Do something about it. Okay? That's what taking something is. All right? You take something by force. All right? There's a difference between giving and taking. All right? You don't, if I go and say, hey, can I have that? That's asking for it. Now, if I go and just take it, that's it. I don't have to ask you for shit. I'm just going to take it, right? So it says, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants. What's a servant, man? Right? It's a slave and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And that's every single nation on this earth that is not an Israelite shall be a slave, shall serve captivity for 1,000 years. No ifs, ands, or buts, man. All right? Psalms 83 and 1, 1 Maccabees chapter 2 and 10. All of them had their hand in the cookie jar, man. All right? All of them had their hand in our destruction and our following. All right? So we're going to rule over you. Okay? Stop asking for peace. All right? If you want to hear your judgment, sit there and hear it. If not, move up the block. And if you look like an Ishmaelite, but your spirit, right, soaks this information in, and you think Esau should go into captivity, you think all the other nations should go into captivity, all right, and this word resonates with you, hey, you could be an Israelite, okay? Because we've been scattered through the four corners of the earth. He looked like an Ishmaelite by face value, okay? He said he comes from the Middle East, all right? We asked him a few questions. He said, he didn't think, anybody should go into captivity, all right? Hey, man, you might be a two-third speckled bird. You might be an Ishmaelite. Either way, you're not in the right spirit, all right? Either way, you're going to be destroyed or in captivity. Okay? So, Lord willing, this was edifying. And with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And I want to say shalom to the brothers and sisters that are in this truth. Shalom. Abba Ba, Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.